Hello students, Standard 8. In physics, we are learning the chapter 16, light. In last session, we learned about the different type of reflection. You know that what is reflection? Reflection means when ray of light falls on shiny objects like mirror, it changes the direction. Or generally on any object also, when it is falling, it is getting back in the other direction. So that phenomena is known as the reflection of light. And we saw that when the ray of light falls on smooth, shiny, regular surface, then it reflects in the same direction. And therefore, all the reflected rays are parallel to each other. But when the rays of light falls on not the smooth but rough, irregular surface, then they are getting scattered. Means they are reflected in different directions, which is known as irregular or the diffused reflection. And as we saw that by the regular reflection we get the images, but when there is irregular or the diffused reflection, because of that we can see the objects. So that objects is diverging all the rays in different direction, and therefore we are able to see that because those directed in different ways, when they enter our eyes, we are able to see that objects. Now, we know that some objects have their own light. For example, the sun, stars, our tube light, bulb, etc. Candle, when it is lighted, they emit their own light, so they look shiny. Those objects are known as luminous objects. Luminous objects mean the objects which emit their own light are known as luminous objects. The examples, as I told you, the sun, the stars, and bulbs, tube light, candle, etc. But the others which do not emit their own light but they look shiny, they shine in the light of other object, because most of the other things that we can see shining because of the light of the other objects, and therefore they are known as illuminated objects. All the other things except those luminous objects, they are known as illuminated. The moon, it looks like it is luminous at night time, but it also does not emit its own light. So it is also illuminated object. So you must have the idea the difference between the luminous objects and illuminated objects. Luminous means they emit their own light. Illuminated means they shine in the light of other objects. So now reflected light can be reflected again. reflected light can reflected again. What is that? It means that if the light is reflected from one surface, can it get reflected again by the other surface? Obviously. Maybe you, not maybe, every time when you go for your haircut, right? And you sitting in front of the mirror, then the barber will cut your hair from the front, from the back, everywhere. Now, front hair you can look in the mirror. So, if you want to cut it more shorter, you can tell that barber that make it short or it is right. But what about your back hair? So when barber finish cutting the back hair, then what will he do? Maybe in some of the barber shop, they already have mirrors at the back, so that you can see your back hair, that if it is cut properly or if you still want to change it, like that shown in this figure. So what will you do? He will hold another mirror behind you, so that reflected image can be seen in the front mirror, and then you can see your back hair like this, and then you can guide him that whether you want more shorter or is it right or that. So here you can see that first it is reflected by that back mirror which is held like that, and then again it is reflected toward that front mirror. So you can see that things. It means that reflection is not only one time. The reflected rays again or reflected light can again get reflected. And in the in the previous standards, lower standards, you make a periscope, if you remember. Periscope is a device which use two mirrors. It is like that. The periscope makes use of two plane mirrors placed in Z-shaped box at 45-degree angle. So it is like that Z-shaped box type tube, in which here mirror 1 is replaced at 45-degree. The other mirror is here at 45-degree. So the rays from the object come here and it reflect at the 90-degree and go to the mirror 2, and then it is reflected again, so that we can see that object which we cannot see directly. We cannot see that object directly, but through the periscope we can see the object which is here, but we can see it from the here. Our eye will be here, and so that will be like that. So if it is like that, then what happens? We look from here and we can see the object which is here. Maybe there is a wall here, something. So we cannot see directly. We cannot see that object directly with our eye because there is wall or something there in front of it. But when we put that periscope and look from the other end, then we can see that object. So here reflection is two times. First here reflection, it goes there, and then again reflection, and then we can see the objects. So here mirror 1 and mirror 2 are placed at 45-degree with that box. What is the use? Due to reflection from mirror 1 and mirror 2, one is able to see the objects which are not visible directly. So it is not directly visible, but when we look it from the mirror 2, it is available to see. Periscope are used in tanks, submarines, and also by the soldiers in bunker to see things outside. When you are in the submarine runs on the water. So now submarine, from the submarine, they take out the upper part of the periscope and look around so that if any other ships or the ice glacier or whatever is there, they can be aware of it and go in the particular direction. So it is necessary for them to keep that periscope. Similarly in the tanks also, when they are fighting with the enemies, that time also, if they are in the tank they will see. Also, you know that the soldiers are sometimes staying in the bunkers. Bunkers means they make some holes in the underground, and then from there they just take out the outer part of the periscope so that they can aware about the enemies, and then they can save themselves or they can attack at the proper time. So these are the use of the mirror. And reflected rays again can be reflected, and the periscope is made on that principle. Means reflected rays again getting reflected. Now on the same thing we can get multiple images. Multiple images means images of the same object more than one time. If you see in the mirror, you will see only your one image, not more than one image. But if you take two plane mirrors and make them adjacent together, between them keeping the different angles, then you can get the different number of images that are more than one images, and that is known as multiple images. So if you take two plane mirrors and set them at different angles, means you have to make them adjacent and such that you can make a sellotape here to make particular degree. You can take 90 degree, 60 degree, 120 degree, 180 degree or parallel to each other. And then if you do that, what you have to do? You have to take the two mirrors and light a candle. Then what we have to do? Make 90 degree between them and put the candle in front of it. Exactly 90 degree here, and candle must be put in between them. And check how many images can be obtained. And then change the angle, make the 60 degree angle, make the 80 degree angle or 180 degree angle, 120 degree angle, and every time check the number of images that you get. And then you will see that in each case the number of images will be different, and you can see more than one images of the same that candle. It looks like there is so many candles are there. And for your more information, I find out that formula is there, but that formula will work only for certain angles, not for every angle, like 60 degree or 80 degree or 120 degree, etc., 90 degree, 45 degree. And then if you put the value of that n here or the angle of here, and then you will be able to find out. And that formula is, if the n is the number of images, then n is equal to 360 degree divided by angle between mirror minus 1. It means that when you put the, suppose you are putting 120 degree, so n is equal to 360 degree upon 120 minus 1. So now how many images will you be able to find? So you can cancellation here, 12 3 is 36, 3 minus 1 is n is equal to 2. So when you keep angle of 120 degree between the two mirrors, then you will be able to get only two images. Now if you change the angle, make the 90 degree, first we started with the 90 degree, then how many will you get? 360 upon 90 degree minus 1. So now Zeros cancel. 9 4s are 36. 4 minus 1, that is 3. So when there is 90-degree angle between the two mirrors, then you will get the 3 images. Now if you take 180 degree, so 360 upon 180, 2 minus 1, that is 1 image only. It means that if you keep them straight together and put the candle, you will be able to see only 1 image, and so on. So when you put the perfect angles, then you will be able to see the more than 1 image. So it is known as multiple images. So here we can see that multiple images can be found by putting the two plane mirrors at different angles, and so you can have multiple images. And I hope you have observed when they put that mirror behind you, where when you go to the barber shop. Then if you watch properly, next time when you go to the barber shop and when you put the other mirror behind you to look at the back, then check properly in that front mirror how many times you will be able to see your images. Because in the mirror, there will be so many. Means when two mirrors are kept parallel, when two mirrors are kept parallel to each other, then you will get so many, infinitely many images of the same object. Next time when you go to the barber shop, watch it carefully. Especially the boys. I don't know about the girls. When they go to the beauty parlor, maybe they will show you. So then you observe that properly. Then you will be able to see that when the mirrors are kept parallel, then you will be able to see so many images in the mirror. So here we are going to finish the session, and it will be followed by the PDF file. Any confusion, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.